Hi, my name is Gerone Wright, and I'm back again with the making of another yet video referencing my discoveries with Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, this is his V-Man. I call it a V-Man because I don't know how you pronounce the name of this man that's name. It's either Vitruvian or Vitruvian Man or whatever it is. But anyway, V-Man for now. Notice that I noticed that there are underlying encodings in all of Da Vinci's creations. Notice that there's a woman here that looks like a witch that I highlighted and even red in the mouth. I call her the mother of creation. Notice that in her face there's a darkened area, a man with a beard right there. Okay, the same likenesses are actually down here. There's a man there with the beard, and you see him backed off with another creature. All of these images that are encoded in Da Vinci's work goes both ways. They face in towards the human face that is being depicted. Even with Da Vinci, I made the same similar discoveries, and then they go off in the opposite direction, and they have creatures on the back of them. Over here, you have the mother of creation. She's paired over here with the image of an ape sharing her head. Down here you have the image of the ram. If you turn it upside down, there's something else. Now as I'm looking off over here to the side, I see yet another creature that's looking up from the direction from where I'm at here, and I will actually get to that later as well too. Okay, over here is the image of an ape. Okay, and in all of these encodings I found to be referencing the creation of mankind and the becoming of mankind with multiple other creatures. But take a look at this. As you see this even breaks down into evolutionary phases of many other beings. If you take a look at that, not just the ones that I highlighted, but there's multiple dimensional images of other creatures that is in this image. Okay, Da Vinci's Christ image, which I'm gonna bring up in a minute, I'm gonna show you. But look at how over here there's stuff spooling. There's a man image here, and look how stuff is coming out of the mouth and the image of a worm that comes down here. Now I'm going to show you this because it's the same thing as in the Christ image, which I'm going to bring up for 1 minute by Da Vinci. Right there. And you can see the image of the ram here and the substance being spewed out in the image of Jesus, and there's the mother of creation there right next to it. Okay, there's the ape, there's the image of a man on the back of the ape, and again it's the same identical images that are actually in his V-Man here. Now I'm going to flip the page. Look how these likenesses changes in there. Look at the different lines. I'm following just a few of the faces here. But look how these images are actually multidimensional, and they intermingle with each other and shows these creatures in their evolutionary state. Now, of course, you know that the video can only be but so long, so I'm going to keep on going. I just want to give you an idea where I'm at here. And forget the Holy Grail, because this is beyond all of that. What is unique about all of this is that in Da Vinci's time in the 14th century, that he was privileged to have this information of how man was created, and referencing apes and how man came from apes, where it's just been recently over the past I think 40 plus years that this information is supposed to have been known to us. You know what I mean? This is absolutely remarkable. Okay, now I'm gonna flip again. Look at these creatures, how these creatures become complex. Okay, there's references that have mankind. Actually, if you look in there closely, there's images of how man evolved through Triceratops, through fishes, through the sea life. I mean, all of these references are being made, and it is all incorporated in the image. In every direction that you turn this man, there is an image to be produced and an underlying encryption of how mankind came to be. Now look at the ram right there in the neck. You can probably see it a little bit better now that I actually done showed it to you, how it's in the neck of the Vitruvian Man. Now I'm gonna I think in the next one it's turned upside down. And this is the one I actually want to show you. Notice that in the chest of this being, there's actually two faces that actually come together to meet in the middle. There's a being here in the middle that creates mankind, and then there's a horn being in its hair off to this side. Then there's another creature there, and the creatures become a complex maze of creatures being created. Look at the faces here. Look at this. Look at this here. Eyes closed, there's a nose. Look at the mouth there. Look at these creatures, how they actually intermingle, and this is the uniqueness about these images. This is the reason why you're drawn to them is because of the multidimensional images, and this is why these drawings of Da Vinci's and many others, I've discovered this in Rembrandt's works, Picasso works, Da Vinci's, and many others. I'm looking at something here. Look at this. I mean, there is no denying absolutely what I found here. I'm even looking at it upside down and see other faces going in the other direction and all. And I mean, it's absolutely remarkable because it's beyond. This is all beyond being discovering of the Holy Grail. It really is. But what's amazing about this is that Da Vinci spent 4 years at the Vatican. I mean, what in the world is going on here, people? I mean, this needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed immediately. You know. Now I'm going to go into some of Da Vinci's other work. I think you done seen it and got the message here. I'm gonna take this down, and I'm gonna go into his Christ image, which I also have up as well too. This is the image of Christ. I mean, Christ is the hallmark of how man of the journey of Christianity and pretty much everybody's faith and belief about Christ supposed to come back and hold on. But I'm not a religious person, so I'm not going to go into all of that. But look at what Da Vinci has here in his face. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. I mean, the ram, the mother of creation, things spewing out of the mouth. There's an image of an ape there. I even found look like ancient text, ancient Hebrew text, which actually some kind of symbolization. Over in the face over here, writings, which I believe to be either Lunara, which is a female's name if you Google it, and or through a Lunaru or something along those lines. But it actually takes me to an Egyptian site and information that I'll later share and divulge later. I'm not going to go into it now because I don't have my notes here in front of me. But I mean, look how these serpents and things come here. They show the teeth in the mouth, okay, and it's just phenomenal. The mother of creation is all through this. In Christ's mouth, his tongue actually creates that of an ape. Let me turn that over for you right quick so you can actually see that. I hope that you can get that picture from here. I'm going to show you something that's absolutely amazing. I'm going to see if I can come in close enough. Look in Christ's mouth at his tongue. His tongue is right there. It actually turns into an ape. I'm going to bring that in close enough for you to probably get a good look at that. It's an ape in there, and on top of that, it has the image of a woman on behind the ape that shares the head. If you turn it the other way, it becomes an image of a worm. You know what I mean? And this is information, people, that you can all Google for yourself and bring up the information now that I'm showing to you. Again, this is all discoveries that I have. That I'm a series of discoveries that I'm releasing to the public. Here's an image of a horn being in the half side of Christ's face, mouth open. The horn is created by the wrinkles in Christ's head, and it comes around to create the horn. There's another horn that runs across his nose, and the eyes is shared by Christ, along with other images there. Okay? All of this information has already been released. I know what it all means. I'm not just putting this stuff up here to show you. I know what it all means. I know what it's referencing. I've had a paranormal experience that I've been dealing with for almost 3 years now, and it's on alien UFOs, which I'm going to give you that information. Another image of a ram here. The horn is created in Christ as a mustache. An image of the mother of creation. Other beings shown depicted here. Tongues out. Look at the mouth on this thing. Look at the defining features of this being. Then inside here you can even see other little things there. Now that I'm actually pointing them out to you. Over here, I mean, it's just absolutely. You see teeth and everything else with these creatures. Da Vinci's the prisoner painting. You would not see none of this if you were to Google this image. You wouldn't see any of this. Okay, I've actually seen the Madonna, like the image of Madonna, on this guy's arm that he dubs as a prisoner. Up in the chin, the mouth opens up of a creature. I mean, just looking at the image on the face, you don't see none of this. But take a long look at that, play it back, and now that I show you these images, you will be able to go and find each and every one of them. You know what I mean? There's a leaf from the tree of life there. All of this stuff is referencing the cyclination and the creation of mankind at a time when none of this information was supposed to be known. this is where you can find me at and find my information. This is, I think, is going to be, I'm losing track of videos here that I'm making, but I think that this is probably either my 8th or 9th video, and this is where I can be found at. Okay, on YouTube, you search Geronification, or you can Google my name, Gerone Wright. And what'll pop up is a series of I am an alien and UFOs options that you can go to. Click on either one of them on my name, and then just go to the last page and work your way back. I'm doing Davinci now. I'm doing a series of things, even with the Carina Nebula Paranormal. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff that I got going on, people. I'm interconnected with this stuff. This is real. I'm having a paranormal experience, and this is something that you definitely got to get yourself set into and sit down and get yourself a good bag of popcorn, because I'm going to tell you something. This is deep, people, real deep, and I need your help to help me get it out there. If not, some people may want to believe. If not, that's fine as well too. But this is not going to go away. I'm working on this relentlessly now to get my discoveries out to every part of the world, and we're going to know the truth about what's going on here. Thank you, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.